Hey guys, it's Chamix here, and I'm gonna be giving you some tips on how to make a magical girl series. The success of my series is something I could not have predicted, but with some hard work and dedication, this can be you too. So without further ado, let's get started. This one is plain obvious. You can't necessarily make a magical girl series without knowing your source material. Most magical girls have a specific structure and many cliches. For example, in Pretty Cure, there is always a fairy crashing down to earth looking for pretty cures to save their home. I encourage you to watch shows like Pretty Cure, Winx Club, Miraculous Ladybug, and Sailor Moon just to get an idea of what your series should look like. And you don't have to copy that structure either. This is your series, so whatever you feel like doing, do it. All magical girl shows have a central theme that is the basis for the plot. For example, Go Princess Procure theme is dreams and princesses. Smile, Procure theme is happy endings and stories. And mine is emotion. Once you choose a theme, you can start to envision what your characters would look like. What would be the plot of the series, and even come up with a title. Tones are very important in magical girl shows. For example, a child could watch most Pretty Cure seasons because they are very kid-friendly and very lighthearted. But shows like Madoka Magica, these are more on the darker side, and kid could definitely not watch these. Mine's is kinda in the middle. Death is a factor, and real-life coming-of-age things are involved like sexuality, love, insecurity, and figuring out who you are. What tone you want is completely up to you. You have 100% full creative feeling to do whatever you want. The first thing you want to do is figure out how many people do you want on your team. You can do a duo, you could do a trio, you can do 4 or 5 or even more. I chose a trio so that it will be easier to stretch out their character arcs, but that choice is completely up to you. Once you have how many people you want, start thinking about their arcs and what their personality will look like. For example, Morella from the start was going to be the shy girl learning to build her confidence over time. So I built that into her design. She has glasses, pretty hair, but hair that won't make her stand out. Her overall color being blue to represent shyness and insecurity. And her main power is water for her Pretty Cure design. So her pigtails, skirt, and pearls are referencing water. When designing Pretty Cures, you want the designs to be cohesive, but also individualized. The outfit can be the same like the Love Blast girls, but these outfits still are individualized and show personality. Or Crystal Guardians. That base outfit is the exact same, but they are still individualized at the same time. Or you can go a little farther and do a more individualized design like mine or Go Pry, but they are cohesive. Give your team and villains goals. Give them something to work towards in the series. For example, in the end first episode, Lyra's first goal was to find the other Pretty Cures. And now that they are all together, their goal is to free Emotionaria and defeat the 3 deadly sins and protect the city. The villains' goals is to free their father and take over Emotionaria. Make them evil or good for a reason. Having interesting characters always makes a show an enjoyable watch. You have to make your audience like and want to see more of your characters. One thing I do when doing characterization is ask myself, if I was a viewer, would I watch this? Would I like this character? Relatability is the best way to go. For example, I made Morella have social anxiety because that's something I can personally relate to. And Mila because I personally relate to fearing people might not like me. Don't make a flat character. Like if Mila were just a mean popular girl for no reason. She's just a mean popular girl. There's nothing else interesting about her other than she's popular. A link to a video that might better explain that. Also, don't be afraid to give your characters problems. Conflict is what makes a story interesting, and I understand that as a writer, you feel bad making bad things happen to your characters. But a motto I live by is, for the plot. It's impossible to be motivated all the time. I'm not motivated all the time. The thought of dropping everything and quitting has crossed my mind multiple times. But you want to know the reason why I keep going? My fans and discipline. After blood, sweat, and tears and finishing an episode, I get to see you guys love these characters and everything that's happening. That's why every time I drop an episode, I instantly start working on the next one. You guys are my motivation. So, give it your all and push through when it gets hard. And take your time. Don't rush yourself. If you have any clarifying questions, please ask them. Or if there is something that I didn't mention, please ask. I'm happy to answer. Thanks for watching.